Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the first stand. 2025 quarterfinals.
For KC, the Raptors already warded up for KC as well, and he's going to come for a lane gank here. Targamas is going to be the one to look for it, as waiting in the shadows. Both junglers here, though.
Yep, everybody's ready to party. Kaiwing flashing forward so he can get the headbutt back of Targamas, who already flashed earlier. Remember that. First blood, 3 out of 3 games to Doggo.
Junglers match. They get the initiation. They get the early kill. They punish the flashless Leona.
Now, speaking of that Leona, the Alistar, and both junglers now all hanging out in mid lane for the party. Kana gonna rotate down here too, though. That's gonna make it a 4v3, but Vladdy now has to snap back to the Soul Unbound as Doggo's ready to join up with the rest of the team. Yike and Targamas getting away. Boomerang Blade doing a good job, getting multiple hits there across multiple targets. So even though the fourth man arrived first for the side of KC, it was CFO with that killer instinct.
It's kind of rotating over.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to finish this out
without
having a whole lot of trouble. Yeah, Kallista's going to rotate up to it. That'll provide plenty of damage to get this finished before anybody on the other side can really make a meaningful punish.
Much more aggressive. Wait, Rest does have his teleport, but yeah, I don't think they should use it. I think you should just cede this to KC. KC have much better positioning.
Seems that way. Vladdy in some danger to the safety of the turret in time, but Vladdy can clear that gap. Junja throws out the wind, becomes lightning, but now he's in danger. Yike with a nice engage. Kana providing the follow-up damage, and Junja's in serious danger. Flashes over the wall to stay alive. KC comes out on top as they secure the objective.
Yeah, nicely done. The setup really nice here for KC. You can see the vision control all the way from mid lane down to bottom lane. Targa and Yike there. Start off this Herald, and they're actually going to burn through it fairly quickly, but KC move over to contest. Kana's recalling now, so Kana will not show up. All you can do is try and poke steal, and CFO, they're able to get another victory here in the form of the Rift Herald. Immediately used mid so they can hard push Flowers. They're gonna just destroy this, and Kallis might have to worry about a dive afterwards too.
It's a long-range drive straight into the mid lane. They're going to race Kana for the bottom lane turret, but nope, there it is. First turret already claimed in mid. The response from KC in the bottom.
Yike, Targamas, and Vladdy were threatening to close in behind them. Fights. We've got 2-item power spike here. The Quick Blades was just finished for Doggo. So Doggo has accomplished the first goal here for Sivir. Gets a 2-item power spike, and they want to use it.
Okay, Targamas is going to be the target here from Junja as he immediately pops the Crescent Guard to make sure the counterattack from KC isn't too much, as Kaiwing and Targamas both chunk down to about half here. KC's going to start up the Drake immediately themselves. Everybody from both sides here ready to square off. Yike taking a little bit of damage there from the Electro Harpoons. Vladdy's going to be the one putting most of the work into the Drake. He knows he can do it pretty easily. Kaiwing and Targamas off to the side. Junja taking a lot of damage there as the Chains of Corruption don't really find a target. Targamas going to be in some trouble now as the Dragon is down to 3,000 HP. Vladdy thinking about maybe trying to make an entry into the fight somewhere. Goes over the wall there with the Fade Seal. Meanwhile, the fight up in the top half. The Infernal Drake is already secured by the side of KC. Doggo and the rest of CFO desperately trying to get something back because this has already gone KC's way so far. Rest of the wall thinking about trying to get somebody, but there's no way for him to find any of the health bars. KC's still on the run. They got Soul Point, they got the neutral objective feed, and they got everybody out.
They got everybody out. The towers can't run away, so CFO are at least going to make them pay with an outer tower's worth of gold. But
we'll see if CFO can stop it, because, man, this type of a game state, especially with an Infernal Soul being the one at stake, it's so dire to give that away 23 minutes into a game.
Makes me very excited for the next, like, 5 to 7 minutes of this game, because I still have my eyes on Doggo. Like, this Sivir is quite rich. The Sivir is on pace. I want to see if CFO are going to be able to bring the full might of Shurima into this game and put it on display. Because currently, the Otacon is just getting yoinked by KC in exchange for tower gold for CFO.
Yeah, CFO's saying, all right, you want Otacon? Take him. We're going to go for everything up here on the top side instead. Tier 2 turret has been destroyed. Otacon still going down ever so slowly, but it doesn't matter how slowly. Nobody from CFO is even in this neighborhood. They will have about a 2,500 gold lead over their opponents, but KC now will see if they can manage to secure anything meaningful out of this voracious Otacon buff.
They want more time on it.
Yeah. There we go.
that
Okay.
we will invest into our Shurima scaling. And now it looks like they're going to claim some here from Kana.
Yep, Kana's in some trouble as Junja's just going to walk up to help rest. They'll knock this guy down. They'll get their 200 gold payday. That's the first false life removed. Technically not the second kill of the game. We're still at 1 kill, by the way. 21 minutes and 47 seconds into this game. As Hokyu immediately throws out the defensive Emperor's Divide in response to Yike and Vladdy going for the dive there, trying to force that. Also worth noting, look at the inventory of the, give them the extra ability to survive when they go in for these fights. False lives expire now on KC. The timer of the Otacon just desynced with this upcoming Dragon battle, as now both sides are squaring off. Vladdy's already started up the Drake. Yone can clear this so fast just on his own with the Blade of the Ruined King. CFO has limited time to step up. Junja jumps over the wall. The Dragon's still at about 4,000 HP. CFO make their way into the pit. Vladdy's gonna be the target. Hongyu goes for the shuffle, finds Vladdy, but a ton of damage onto rest, and he's already down. KC taking the fight for now. Ton of damage back into Hongyu. He's very low. The Drake slain by Yike and KC as Targamas tries to get away, and Yike goes after Doggo as a flashback over the wall. KC getting it done. Kana misses the accelerated shock blast, but he'll chase down Doggo. It's Infernal Soul plus 3 kills for KC. Hongyu jumps right back towards Targamas, and he can't get the kill in time. Kaiwing won't clean it up. It'll be a clean ace plus a Dragon Soul for KC.
The Oysters will no longer fly. Can they transition it over to Baron control? Because that's how you really close a game like this. You need that Baron pushing power for this KC comp, and they're going to do just that right now. Go into the river first, take out the vision so you can look for some picks and make the Oysters walk to you.
Junja in some danger now as Targamas goes in, leading the charge for the rest of KC. They pop the enemy jungler, and with Junja down, now there's a ton of danger. Nice shuffle comes out from Hongyu, but it's not nice enough. He tries to jump back over the wall. Kaiwing and Rest keep fighting. Doggo's on the very edge of the fight. He can't do any damage. And KC taking the momentum they earned in the bottom half of the map and running with it.
That's going to be Baron for sure for KC. They get their picks. All CFO can do is keep pushing, and they can use this Baron buff in a 4-1 split push with Kana's teleport being ready.
All right, CFO's gonna try to keep defending. Kalist went fishing with the Chains of Corruption, didn't find much. Equalizer just forcing KC back. Yikes, so tanky, there's not any world where CFO can force an engage on him. And all of KC is just buying time for Kana, meanwhile in the mid lane, to take down the tier 2 turret. They're doing a great job with this split push pressure, as we'll see if they can continue just hard forcing now onto the tier 2 in top. CFO, they know that they can't afford to try to stand here and defend this outer turret, and they just have to back away as it falls.
Yep, goal accomplished there for KC. Quick destruction of 2 towers for themselves. Go back, spend that gold on your reset, and return to bottom lane where the last time catch you by surprise, get a pick here and then turn around a comeback play. But KC have not allowed CFO to do that just yet.
Well, we had 1 kill and a 2,000 gold lead for CFO at about 23 minutes. Now hold on, Targamas is the target for CFO, but that's not really a great target. That almost never works. Junja's gonna be in some danger now too. Press and guard, keeping him in a decent enough spot. Yike on the southern side of the fight as KC still feeling good, and Vladdy's coming in on the flank. Hongyu goes in, finds a shuffle on a Kalist. They need backup to try to take him down. They got to get something back, but CFO are just too far behind. Every effort is not enough. They're trying to exit stage right, but it doesn't matter. Vladdy's made his way into the fight. Beautiful headbutt coming out from Kaiwing to avoid the fate sealed. Now Vladdy again, just barely hanging on. The burn keeps ticking, but once more, I'll say it again, Kobe, it's just not enough. KC are far enough ahead now that they don't get punished.
Woo, that was so close for Vladdy.
Okay, we'll see how CFO wants to approach it. Kaiwing in some serious danger. He's just gonna die before anything else can happen, and now the same song's gonna get sung for Hongyu with 2 dead. That's it, fight's over before it starts, and KC's gonna pick up an Elder Drake.
Unless there's a miracle steal here from CFO or Junja or something, this has gotta be KC wrapping it up. Junja, Rest, and Doggo here. Do they have a miracle in them?
I don't know about water turning into wine on this one, Kobe. The only red in this water is about to be blood, and it'll be oyster blood if they go anywhere near this thing. Kalist and Yike have all the damage they need to secure the objective. The remaining 3 players of KC can zone everybody else away, and CFO's chances have all but evaporated now as KC has the Elder ready to push for the win.
Nice chunk of change here. Last outer on bottom side, picked up as well. All right, let's push this Elder buff. You're on a timer again, and they are going to use it.
Here we go, tier 3 Turbident bottom. That's the first way into the enemy base. It's already cracked. First inhibitor is going to fall immediately right after. Kana and Kaiwing doing something in the jungle at the same time, but the real story is here in the base. As the inhibitor falls, Kalist, again, just throwing out these chains of corruption. He knows that they're so far ahead, it's not like they'll be...
Still got 35 seconds on the Elder, so no chance there. They're going to clean it up, and CFO want to mount their defense at their towers, Flower.
Yep, that's the only way to really do it. You do... Oh, no, it might not even be that opportunity now, as Hongq's got to try to get away. Has to throw out the shovel immediately as Targamas engages on him there. The 20 seconds left in the Elderman, any sort of follow-up would have been able to take the Azir down. Vladdy unafraid to jump forward here. Another Chains of Corruption flies out. This one wanted Doggo. Not going to find him. KC has 5 seconds left on the Elder. Next wave's not going to be here in time to use it.
I'd say Kaiwing just going to have to choose his moment and full send. Wait for the opening. Teleport back from Vladdy. Guardian Angel in inventory. Slowly but surely. I think next minion wave on mid lane that crashes, Kana's going to be able to do a lot of damage here. Looks like they rotate over though. The waves are desynced, so CFO kind of look over. Still not going to be able to deal with Kana though. The onslaught too powerful. 4,000 individual gold lead for him, by the way.
He is just completely head and shoulders above rest in this game. This Jace has really brought the firepower on this one. 6 KP out of the 9 that the team has total. And now with that mid lane inhibitor destroyed, with Junja down, barely hanging on. He gets caught by Yike, who jumps in with the second half of the flail. Can't quite get the kill. Rest tries to defend, but it ain't gonna matter. Kalist already has the unstoppable streak here as they knock down the CFO top laner. 5v4 for KC as they're on the victory march. That first Nexus turret is about to fall. The second is all the same. Vladdy jumps in. Hongq survives the stasis with only a second, but Doggo will die in his place. Hongq falls next. And KC will be the first team that's not HLE to put a loss.
We get some extra spice here, and it's going to be very, very dive and like global for KC. So KC, as long as they have...
Forcing the flash at a Hongq, there's the consequence of that early extra damage.
Junja should know though, because the ward did see the invade coming, and obviously the bottom lane walking away is going to be a full giveaway, but I do kind of like that, taking away at least the red buff from a Kindred. You know, we talk about can the Kindred will go for offensive plays with...
Oh, Yike's gonna get the first blood right here, surely. Just needs one more hit to do it. Beautifully done. KC on the board.
All over this game. Epson right here. This is not a good spot for CFO.
This is really dicey. Kaiwing has no flash. Remember, CFO, they want to try to fight this as Galio makes a heroic entrance, but it doesn't even hit anybody on KC's side. Now CFO is trapped inside the pit. The Dragon's got about 2,000 health remaining. It's aggroed over the KC players for now. Junja dropping down. The Wolf right there has to flash back away from some of the incoming damage. Hongq goes into the middle of everybody, but Targamas isn't dead just yet, and Hongq's gonna be first to die. The Dragon is low. It is gonna be claimed by the side of CFO, but they just lost so many men. There's no way it's worth it. 4-0 game for KC. Seconds before our next Drake spawns. The first one was an absolute tragedy for CFO, even though they got it. We'll see what the second looks like as Driver has found himself caught out of position. It's exactly what we said in the draft, Kobe. There's so much power.
On this side of the map, KC decide to make one of their full send plays. Multiple ults invested in order to get the kill. Plus you're going to basically trade turret plate money because they got turret plate money on the bottom side. Teleport here. It takes a long time in the early game to actually travel down there. So Kalist has his eyes open. He just walks away once he sees it. Is going to delay him. He won't go for a recall now since it was interrupted, but they got the Dragon here, so KC with their first Dragon for themselves in the Chem Tech. In addition to killing Driver last time, they want another piece of that Gragas Flowers.
And he's just hanging around farming more plates. He has to know he's just dead here. Surely wants to flash for it, but no, it is not gonna matter. Just feels like a wasted summoner spell. They slow him down, they beat him down, a little bit more damage is all they need, and the spear finds the big man. Yike gets number 2.
So we were correct about taking Chomps out of the Gragas belly, but incorrect. Yike has, looks like that cooldown's coming up.
Not quite there.
The shadow wasn't quite there.
Yeah.
If Yike's ultimate was fully available, I feel like it would be another huge play.
Well,
Okay,
there it is. Now it's ready to go. Kaiwing's in some danger for the grand entrance over the top. There's the Lamb's Respite to try to keep everybody alive. The turret's still not dead yet. Yike is taken low, but Junja's on the run and he's first to die. It's 2 dead bodies in CFO jerseys. It's KC wanting even more. Kaiwing runs all the way away. The spear misses, so now they turn their attention over onto Doggo. He's still got plenty of health. He shifts back towards his own tier 2 turret. And KC, again, this is an 8-0 game. CFO just have no response.
I mean, when they, well, Vladi's gonna take a visit here.
Immediately blast Driver for about half his HP. Wants to keep chasing, flashes forward past the explosive cast. Driver just trying to use the fancy feet, but I don't see any way out, man. This is gonna be a 9-0 game.
Even Talia can bite.
Even Talia, she
still the one with the largest gold difference here.
Oh, Targamas the flash over the wall, immediately follows it up with a crash down Magnet Storm. More help, another Weaver's Wall. Kaiwing low, but he stays alive. Reinforced by Hong Q. CFO's bottom lane duo barely holds on with 100 HP each, but now the Herald's been summoned up. Now the tier 1 turret's gonna be forced down. Now the gold lead is 6,000, 17 minutes into the game.
Well, that's gonna be another Dragon for KC. Honestly, playing with their food at the moment. Driver here has been the food.
Yep, and it looks like he's about to be another heaping helping. The Ignite's still ticking. He does manage to eat 1 honey fruit to live through it. But that's about the best CFO can ask for right now.
Yep, an escape with his life. Yike throwing up the Amumu tears. I mean, the tournament started with tears for Yike, but now it is ending.
Been crushing everybody except for HLE at this tournament, and now KC's bouncing back and crushing CFO. I think that experience is doing him pretty good, Coach.
Yeah, and plus your reward for winning this is more experience. You get finals position.
CFO, they wanted to make the move, but KC was ready for the reaction, and now Hongq's the target. Everybody in KC has arrived to the party, and they don't want just one. Junja's in some danger now as the Unraveled Earth makes it hard to get away. Junja wants to escape over the wall, but Yike with another spike from downtown.
It's a hit. Yike don't miss those. Okay,
Targamas just setting up another one. That doggo ain't going to heaven, and Kalist
that doggo's going to the fountain flowers.
Yup, that's a black and white screen for the next 20 seconds. That is another where CFO now needs KC to throw. But the problem is we're also at the point where Otacon's on the board. And there is nobody on CFO that can get anywhere even close to this thing. Kalist and Yike can just two-man it so easily.
Yeah, and critically, this Otacon will give you permanent power in the flowers. And X-Rays try and make the big play to pick off like Connor or something in a side lane. Yes, you know that a Talia wall and a Kalist ultimate are going to come flying through and you don't have a lot of time to work with, but oh no, Driver.
Boy, here he goes again. Don't think he's going to be driving too much further. Does manage to flash away from the Shattering Strike. Targamas with the remount. Flashing forward. Wants just a little bit more here. Oh, the Magnet Storm, not quite what he wanted. Doesn't matter. Yike comes crashing down and guarantees it. Vladdy will take the kill on that one. 13-0 now in this second game. Oh, make it 14. Nice shove from Vladdy. Kalist, godlike 7-0-4 on the Kaisa.
All right, will we continue to count here? Looks like everybody else will back off. Just going to be, I would assume, the tower into Dragon here for KC because they have the luxury. We have to even start thinking about the next games for CFO. In a best of 5 here, you don't want to let the first two really crush your mental, you have to try and regroup for the rest of the series here. Yes, it's going to be must-win from here on out for CFO, but, oh man, driver.
Again, man. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Body slams away for that first shove, but no, I don't think he's getting away, man. They brought everybody yet again. The cast just ends up knocking Kana and Yike forward. Junja does get enough distance to escape the Pantheon in time, so he's not going to be a follow-up kill himself. We still don't even have Baron on the map for another minute and a half for KC to move over and try to take. Junja hit by the Q2 over the wall there from Kana. Kana's having the top lane experience this game. 0-0 and 2, the game's won. He's showing up, having a little bit of fun himself now. But man, KC just putting on a show here in this second game. The first one was so impressive. It was so slow for such a long time. They have one big explosive fight, they win it, and they just snowball that into a victory. Here in this second game, just from pre-minion spawning all the way back to chunking Hong Q right before the minions are about to collide in the mid lane, it's just been KC from the barrel. The Grubs ended up getting split even. Just about the only objective that CFO has managed to claim for themselves. The gold difference powered by AWS, just a massive ocean of red as Kana finds himself caught out a little bit here on the bottom side of the river, does get knocked back by the explosive cast. Kana will drop, and finally CFO's on the board. Yike wants to get one back there on Junja as Vladdy shows up from behind. Kalist goes legendary as Junja dies, and now another kill comes through for the side of KC. Make it a triple for Kalist. Is it a quadra for Kalist? No, Vladdy shuts down the potential of a pentakill there, but that does not matter. KC got what they needed, and they can march their way over to Baron.
All right, Doggo. Here you go. It's Doggo in a dream. He's got a mystic shot.
That dream might turn into a nightmare, my friend. Vladdy jumps right off the Weaver's wall, and he wants more damage onto that Doggo, but there's the shattering strike. The ace for KC.
The ace, the Baron, the Scuttle Crab. The full trifecta.
Everything. The three most important things.
Into pushing very deep, and
well, Junja knocked right back into the rock field, knocked right back into the spawn platform.
Okay, CFO, they did manage to get a kill in this game, though, Flowers.
Yes, Doggo is on the board.
That is something.
That is about all they got.
It is crazy, though, because I still want CFO to be proud of what they were able to accomplish in this tournament, even just in the beginning of it, you know. Had some impressive stuff, so I hope this does not take away too much from what they have been able to accomplish. And of course, like we said, this series is a full best of five. This is not over. This is a stomp, but it does not mean the rest of the series has to be this way.
Exactly. You can still bounce back. You can still keep going. You can still fight your heart out for the next 3 games and win the thing. But KC has shown this is not day 2. This is not the team that they played a few days ago back at the start of First Stand. This is a squad that has evolved in such an insane way throughout this past week of competition, showing up and looking completely lost, completely disjointed, and then just leveling up day after day after day to the point where we're at right now, where they're about to be 1 game away. I can't even finish this sentence praising them before they get another kill because they're so far ahead. They're up 15,000 gold, and they're about to be 1 game away from making the finals.
Incredible stuff here with the young players. Actually, 0 deaths on either Vladdy or Kalist. 18 and 19 years old on the international stage, looking to end it. Vladdy was the one that got the seismic shove on the last driver kill, the most recent one of many, and that's going to be KC.
That's all it takes. Targum is jumping into the back line to the Magnet Storm for the initiation. It's time to pad those stats. There's nothing else to it. CFO falls back onto the steps of the fountain as KC pushes forward to the enemy nexus. A double kill for Yike to round.
They did in draft change it up like we were looking for, some proactive, very clear ways to play. Very aggressive top side here. They do have some very good lanes for themselves to work with. They want to start out with deep wards. Then you can kind of use the hawk shot as a crutch for later. Here it's going to be face check.
Yeah, Targamas just walks right into it, wants to fire off the bone skewer that he started with. He's going to die. That's first blood over to Doggo at 1 minute and 30 seconds. On that faster tempo that when CFO was winning all their games, they were doing it with this quick pace. They were doing it with all this aggressive play. Targamas going in after Honkyu, who jumps back over the wall, flashes away from the follow-up stun potential of the Pike. Oh, nice vault breaker flash from Yike. And again, the KC jungler is getting it done.
That was beautiful.
Keep on farming up. There is the slight gold lead for Doggo, but it's just about what you would expect from First Blood with the plus 300. So not a whole lot to write home about there as Kalisz continues farming up on this Jhin. Remember, this is the champion that he was playing in that single game win against HLE where he had the 18 kills or whatever, as Doggo is now in a little bit of danger, but the Lantern pulls him back to safety. Oh, beautiful bone skewer from Targamas. He threaded the needle like a magician, but Doggo's still going to get one back. Kalisz is in danger. He had to flash to guarantee the kill, and now Kaiwing steps past him to try to get another one back, and there it is, Feet of Warfare. So things are going their way here in the first 8.5 minutes, up about 700 gold. So we're off to a decent start for those who want to see more than 3. Have to disengage.
So Kana's been doing very well in this matchup up on top side into the Renekton, and only thing he has to be worried about is the Nidalee.
Yep.
Nidalee is here now.
It might be exactly what's about to happen. The spear lands on top of the stun. Kana with the flash away. Junja for the flash follow, and he takes him down with the execution there at the very end. 4th kill of the game for CFO.
The Renekton.
So there's no teleports available for either one of the top laners. Everybody on CFO that's not Renekton is hanging out up here in this top side river. Set of Void Grubs. First one's gonna go ahead and drop. Death sentence over the wall, doesn't find anybody. Doggo continuing to poke with the volleys. As Yike vault breaks forward, immediately going after Doggo. Tons of burst down onto the CFO marksman, but it's not enough to kill him. Kaiwing's the next target as he's executed by Targamas. A beautiful fear coming out from Vladdy, and Honkyu's gonna make his escape. He flashes at the bone skewer, but he's got to keep running. A deadly flourish from a deadly range. Honkyu still just trying to get out of this one as Targamas jumps on top of him, and Vladdy picks up the money. KC, 2 for nothing on the kills.
Yike immunes the Ash Arrow with his Vi ultimate, so nicely done, then gets out to the upper side, splitting up CFO, and Doggo's position kind of compromised over there. What a nice little snap trap from KC as they move in on those grubs. They get the punish. Now, though, on the reset, looks like, all right, not going to go for it. Kaiwing has no one with him, so it doesn't really mean much that they had that control ward in position. And he's trying to throw the Lantern, but the Scuttle Crab's already been taken.
Yeah, easy stuff there for KC as Rest versus Kana. He's gonna break out into a full-on fight here. Rest trying to keep Kana around long enough for backup to arrive, but doesn't want to overcommit it. Death Sentence was predicting Kana to step back a little bit, but he just kept running straight on away. So another whiff there for Kaiwing as Doggo versus Kalisz back over in mid lane. 80 carries again, just kind of on farm duty while everybody else is scrapping.
Get out of there.
Yeah, that Lantern, very, very useful for keeping these guys out of danger. That spear just barely missing Targamas as he uses the deep water dive to get out of the way. Yike starts up the dragon. Junja again just trying to throw out these spears, land some kind of poke. Honkyu got to be careful, dodges away from the bone skewer. Dragon still at about 2/3 HP. Junja can kind of just fight this thing forever because he's got the heals that he can spam. Targamas, Yike, and Vladdy gonna go ahead and secure the Scuttle Crab first. Doggo finally makes his way up to the fight. Both top laners ready to teleport in. It should be Kana that arrives slightly earlier, but Rest has also arrived. Now Junja's your target, immediately juggled around, but he turns right back on Yike, and he is down. The Hextech Drake stolen away by CFO. But what about the rest of the fight? Vladdy and Targamas stuck inside the pit. A beautiful bone skewer onto the Pike, as now he's in danger too. Rest goes deep, trying to find the kill on the Kana. Oh, Targamas! Wombo combo just kills 2! Everybody's about to die on CFO. And just when it looked like the light was shining in the darkness, KC snuffs it out.
Dude, and that Hui damage and the AoE on the grouping there, putting in work. Targamas able to cash in the Pike with the biggest gold.
Extra gold. Wow, 3,000 gold lead now for KC. CFO grabbing those dragons just doesn't feel meaningful enough as HongQ having to use the flash into the rocket jump just to try to get away as Yike waiting around the Otacon pit. Kaiwing, Rest, and Junja just trying to secure this Herald, get this bursted down before KC can try to collapse and punish yet again. Doggo finds Kalist, plenty of damage onto him there. The arrow, though, immediately nullified by the cleanse, but it doesn't matter. Doggo has enough damage. Vladdy flashing away to escape any more follow-up. First turret claimed down in the bottom lane. Nicely done there by Kana, utilizing the chaos on the other side of the map.
That was vicious from Doggo. Beautiful stuff. Runs straight into Kalist, forces his cleanse, immediately flashes to finish it as he goes for the blast cone there.
Oh, HongQ gets caught out by Targamas, the stun of the execution. This Pike is ferocious. The looks of shock. You love to see it as Rest. We're back to live, and he's about to be laid to rest. He barely stays alive thanks to Kaiwing providing the shield. And now Junja jumps into the middle of everybody, and Yike is about to burn down to the Leandries. A little bit more damage is needed. One auto attack to the face gets it done. Vladdy's next to fall, and the shutdown goes over to Junja. That's 2 kills for the side of CFO, as KC thought they could get the kill on the top laner, and man, it was so close, but they just barely miss out.
Targa's in some dangerous waters right now. He stops the recalls, though.
Doesn't look like the team is going to get anything else across the map in the meantime, but he is being very annoying.
Pike is very good at that.
Yeah, it's one of the most annoying champions in the game to deal with when played well. Junja trying to go for the spear there, doesn't hit it. Targamas, though. All right, he finally overplays his hand a little bit. The Nidalee with 4 kills and now 5
more plays in this game. So everybody goes down here. They're not going to let Rest die without the rest of the squad coming to save him. Beautiful locket of the Iron Solari actually kept him alive, but we're back at it. Rest has no one to save him this time, Flowers.
Yeah, if you first don't succeed, try.
Over to this dragon. It looks like it's going to be dangerous, but like you have to kind of keep sending if you're CFO. Yeah. You have to use an Ash Arrow. You have to go for some stuff and try and snowball. Oh,
Kaiwing does get hit by the Bone Skewer. Still should be decently safe for now. Never mind, I'm eating those words, and Kaiwing is eating a public execution. KC pick up another kill, and they're about to stop the dragon stacking of CFO. This is not gonna go the way that it did in game 1 where KC just piled them up. CFO having that tempo slowed down now as Targamas, beautiful hook onto Junja, but he has the stasis to punish Yike instead. Massive turnaround, perfect timing, nicely done. Now Targamas has to try to get away too. I say it time and time again, Kobe. Stasis is the strongest active in League of Legends, and it is not close. That could have been such an amazing pick there for the side of KC, but it gets turned around with the nice Stasis usage.
And they go right over to the Otacon after that. I mean, Targamas is on the way up. He's worked some magic. They're going to teleport Kana here as well.
Okay, Otacon down to 4,000. Yike is still dead for 3 minutes. The Otacon should drop here. They're focus firing it pretty effectively, and there it goes. Ruinous Otacon is clean, but they need to pick all the flowers too. Whenever it's this Otacon, the flowers are a huge part of the reward. Okay, CFO gets the Otacon. They get all the bonus flowers. They get everybody away. That gold lead that was, what, 3,000 or so? Yike had the better early game. He was up in pretty much all measures at 14 minutes, but the damage done to enemy champions right now, Junja is doubling him, and obviously Nidalee should be doing more damage than Vi, but double is quite a statement as the arrow shot out onto Vladdy. Immediately HongQ wants to help out, guarantee the kill to get it done. Now he's ready to go to Reset City. Population, Yike, double kill over to HongQ, and CFO making plays.
Just as we say, HongQ's gonna have to be the one to do the heavy lifting here. They feed him gold. That's gonna be a hard push for them on top side too. Wait a second. They're gonna be able to get, I mean, honestly, mid tower and top tower are gonna be under pressure as we watch Rest dealing with what Mbessa turns into.
Yeah, Mbessa's a little bit monstrous at this point in the game, but CFO will happily take their 2 kills they got up here on the top side. They will happily
Damage that was gone down there, but these Nidalee heals are also, you know, a fairly substantial bonus of having your Nidalee this far ahead. There we go, Ash Arrow.
Nice arrow. Yike wanting to steal away the chickens. It's the jungler's cardinal sin. Just a little bit of extra money that you want, stealing away those resources. But the power of the Ashe to again make these punishes. CFO, with enemy jungler dead for the next 30 seconds, makes the call to go for the Baron. They've got it down to half, but the curtain call is opened up, and Rest has taken a little bit of a chunk of damage. Kaiwing wanted to go for some kind of a flash engage, but he's not going to get anything he wants. The Baron's been secured, and Rest is scrapping with Kana off to the side. Junja wants to go in to kill Kalist, but he doesn't have the damage to do it himself. Honkyu's on a killing spree, and Kana is down. Honky after Vladdy now, as Kalist tries to escape. Junja's killed him with the burn, and that's a rampage for the CFO jungler.
CFO aren't done yet, baby. That's a Baron. That's going to be the Dragon. When they really need it here, hulking out on the Nidalee, level 16. Yike is now leveled up to 14, so it's still only the 2-level lead, but massive, massive stuff.
This feels so much more like the CFO we've been watching for the past few days. It's what you were talking about at the end of last game, during the draft of this game, playing with proactive champions in a way that they can make their own decisions and be active early is just an entirely different look for this team, and it looks so damn good. Baroned up, pushing down mid. They'll knock out the tier 2 turret. KC hanging around with some vision inside these really close to the base wall brushes, trying to see if maybe CFO takes a greedy path, but it's not going to happen.
Certainly not. Just the 4-1 split push here from CFO. Baron empowered minions sieging up on the tower. Yike actually the one to go for a pick on Rest.
Yeah, they want to see if they can maybe get the isolated guy here. Arrow flies out from Doggo. Rest with the slice and the dice. Final shot from the curtain call ain't going to hit nothing. Junja jumps in again. This is the power of having a stasis. You just throw yourself in there, full yeet, and there's your delete. Honq on a rampage. Yike dead again, and CFO crack the enemy base. They'll take out that tier 3 turret and the inhibitor right behind it. There's no breaks. The war machine keeps going. They've got the wave crashing into the Nexus turrets, and they're starting to put the damage into the first. Junja's going to take the turret aggro here at the very start. He's stunned up, destroyed before he can ever even use the stasis. Nice shutdown over to Vladdy, but it's not stopping the push as a whole, because CFO, they'll knock down another tier 3, they'll knock down another inhib, and now they'll fall back.
Yep. They can't end the game, but they do get those 2 inhibitors down. So you have to believe all that's left. Right, they're not going to go for anything risky, not going to go for any sort of end. They just wanted to keep KC inside the base. What they need to do is ward up everything leading to the Dragon so that they can make use of Doggo's insane Ashe arrows, but...
Yike jumping in there, going for a crazy engage. He thought maybe he and Kana could get the pick on a Honq, catch him unawares, but it ain't gonna work. Kana's dead now too. All right, Kobe, maybe they don't need the Dragon Soul. Maybe they don't need the Dragon Soul, with that being the state of things. KC thinking, okay, if we give away this soul, there's just no way. Honq right in the face of Kalist. The 2 youngest players in the tournament, and Honq comes out on top. The heal enough to keep him alive despite the severing bolt. Vladdy going for another one, but it won't matter. There's only one left alive on KC, and Rest is on the hunt. The volley flies out, the stasis to buy a little bit of time. One more play to bring him back. The fleeing Doggo will not matter, because Honq can get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to game 4. Art that I mentioned earlier that also still available this deep into the draft. So Gnar versus Ornn in the top lane, Akali versus Aurora in mid. Who are you giving the edge to in this draft? Do you think? Nice and early. Yike nearby, but hard to close in and try to deal with this guy. Ornhorn summoned up. Driver smacking Kana around a little bit with him, but Kana with a flash behind him to get the better positioning. Now Driver's got to continue running away as the Infernal Drake is already going to be secured by CFO. Kaiwing and Honq both ready to try to jump in here. It's first blood over to Honq on the Akali.
Honq, hyped up after the end of the previous game, starts out with some extra money on the Assassin. Oh my goodness, this is actually huge. The dragon.
Control over the bot side river, and it doesn't look like anybody on the side of CFO is interested in this. Instead, they're just going to handshake this second spawn of objectives. The dragons will end up going 1-1, but it'll be a 6-0 grub split for the side of CFO.
Yep. No need to fight that on your resets. You just had a big chunk taken by Honkyu. Vladdy finished his Luden's Echo and then teleported back in to force the recall the other way. So then you get your answer here. Sork Shoes picked up for Honkyu. So Akali's got the penetration along with the mobility and wants to use it. As soon as he finishes his little combo there, Honkyu walking in for some deep vision with Kai Wing. Once Honkyu can get his level 11 too, ideally rotating between objectives, between lanes here for KC, who have moved their bottom lane up to the top side of the map afterwards. And Kana sitting down here, still trying to farm up some grass procs here against Driver.
Yeah, Kana with that completed Trinity Force is so scary now, but Junja showing up. Nice escape from Kana so far. He gets far enough away that they can't continue the chase because the Gnar bar is fully charged. That means overcommitting near the turret is a death sentence. Well played from Kana to avoid that Nocturne gank.
We've seen a lot of smiles on these player cameras, despite the pressure that is here.
Oh, wait.
Wait a second. That Ornn is dead. That's a body there, Flowers. Okay. Investigate.
We definitely missed. Somebody got spilled down there in the bottom lane.
Who done it?
Okay, so
it was the Gnar with the boomerang in the bottom lane.
And there are no ones in the assist column for anybody else on KC, so that was a solo kill. Now, Kana
what you get for burning my flash with that gank, huh?
Yeah.
You call jungler. Oh, okay. Well, I called mid laner.
Yeah, here comes Honkyu. Sure, he can flip backwards to just get himself closer. Perfect execution, and oh, nice. He tried to juke him, thinking maybe he would go the wrong way, but not quite gonna get the luck on that one. As Doggo ready to try to engage here on a Kalist and Targamas. No, they need to back away right now. Kai Wing and Doggo know that they're in some danger. Yike is trying to close the gap, wants to go for the flash engage,
and threaten the teleports to come into the big team fights. This is why the fifth pick for KC was why we really liked their side of it. The Gnar has the ability to win side lane as well as join the rest of the team.
Oh yeah. KC gonna take the opportunity, just try to force down the tier 1 turret here as you do have a teleport coming in from Driver. Joining up with the rest of the squad to try to make a play. Honkyu diving in with the Ornhorn in over the top. Junja gonna get the fear. Feat of Warfare claimed as Yike spins in trying to get something back, but he will not do it. Meanwhile, bottom lane, tier 1 turret destroyed by Kana. That is now 2 turrets claimed by the top laner at KC.
Yeah, and they're gonna keep on pushing actually towards mid lane here. Looks like they're just going to rotate over the dragon after they get up to tower. But very early on, you could tell KC made the call. We're not going to answer teleports. We are not going to answer with Kana's teleport, but they couldn't avoid the engage.
Yike's in some trouble. He gets caught out. He's going to get bursted down. The fear is there, and he's out. Beautifully picked there by CFO. The Herald now summoned up too, just as a distraction over in mid lane. And with the claim on this Drake, there's going to be, oh wait, there's already the feats claimed. I forgot about the first Drake going the way of CFO. This game has been crazy for the first 17 minutes, and KC going to use the power of this early pressure to at least claim the last of those tier 1 turrets from CFO, but it's another neutral objective going the way of the Oysters.
Yeah, it's just a consolation prize for KC there. The scraps, the turret, getting some money. CFO, the big winners coming out of it, and they're still going to be able to rotate over to bottom. Since Kana's here, it does get difficult to fully commit to it, but Honkyu cancels his recall. They're gonna.
Yeah, they want to make this happen. This turret has barely any HP left, but Doggo's about to die. Stays alive a little bit longer. They go in hard on Kana. The Between Worlds is not enough damage because of the bailout here just yet. Vladdy gets himself away, and now Junja's in trouble. Vladdy continuing the chase. Targamas and Yike right next to him. CFO gonna go ahead and call it a day on that one. It will be a 1-for-1 trade on champions, with the tier 1 turret being the bonus for CFO. Lane matchup. Just now, finally Driver completes his first full item with the Unending Despair. Will make him tankier in the fights. The extra healing could pay some dividends if he does not get just bursted down very quickly. As Driver ready to summon up the Ornhorn yet again. Beautifully done there from Yike though to interrupt the second half of the cast. Now Driver's about to die. He barely holds on Driver, I feel like that was way too close for comfort.
Yeah, driver just hand checked right there. He was like, I'm going to flash forward to do it quicker, to R2 quicker. And Yike was like, no, I can react to that.
Yeah.
Done for himself. Regardless, the cooldowns on the ults are so short. They're all back up again, so we could see another commitment. Currently, though, I think the outer tower is just going to get taken. The top tower is very, very low on the side of KC, so Honkyu should be able to get solo tower gold for that, and has his teleport and flash ready for the possible counter move that KC could make on the opposite side of the map, with Otacon being there and the dragon showing up very shortly. Early positioning towards the brush-in river.
He's going to feel a lot worse when he dives in. And CFO, you already said it earlier, Kobe, have been focusing him whenever they get the opportunity to do so. Driver's here to play spoiler to any potential entry from KC, trying to stop this Drake, and that'll be sole point for CFO, uncontested.
Yeah, I feel like KC have very, very little chance if they're not there first. So very dangerous for them, and they try and get wards for a possible Otacon contest instead. But now they go for Honkyu.
Honkyu in some danger, slammed back into the wall between worlds. All the burst down onto him. They want to get the reset. It's not going to happen, but in the back, huge from Junja to pick up 2. Yes, KC might have assassinated the Akali, but the response is an absolute slugger coming out from CFO. Doggo in the front line, going crazy forward after Kalist, but Kalist turns it around, and now Kana's got Hysteric's Gauge, keeping him alive. A little bit more damage, a flash from Junja. Kalist is still alive, and now it's Driver having to run interference on that. Doggo just went completely crazy.
Yeah, he was trying to smurf on Kalist, but Kalist gets the last laugh here. The Caitlyn at the end, free firing. Targama searching around for any recalls, isn't going to go super hungry for some plays like this. It's just that it came at the same timing as Driver just getting chunked out. So Driver left, your front line left, and here we go on Baron.
Yeah, they threw the control ward over the wall into the brush, but it's right on top of a control ward that has already been placed by KC. KC is fully aware that this is being attempted by CFO. CFO wants to force it with the power of the Kalista, the double smite to the combo power with the Rend, but the Nocturne blind over the wall goes, Yike, can he do it? No! They will not steal it away. CFO forces the Baron 25 minutes into the game and gets away with it scot-free.
Flowers, our timeline is we've come from 2 games of CFO doing nothing and losing and waiting to CFO going, yeah, let's try it. Just go for the smite steal. We've got a Kalista Rend combo.
This is absolute madness from CFO. Targamas trying to keep everybody's owned away as Driver fires off an Ornn Horn. Targamas getting away from it there with a flash, but now Honkyu has made his way forward as well. Yike, the target, the Wukong trying to escape with a perfect execution, seals his fate. The stasis from Honkyu. Nice toss into the immediate hostile takeover. CFO just ripped their heads off. Kana and Vladdy, the last 2 alive, as CFO have a 5-man push versus 2 for the next 20 seconds.
The Oysters looking like a different beast in this game. They are hungry for that game 5.
These Oysters have insane when you catch them in a choke like that, and the reward is Otacon.
Huge stuff. CFO with the
This
Baron.
is the second game in a row now where instead of being this massive catalyst, this huge playmaker for KC, he's been set behind and just completely useless.
All right, well, I think there's 0 chance that they do anything. Dragon Soul just looks like that is forfeit for sure. No way that KC are going to fight into this buff. It's sustained with the Ocean Dragon.
All right, here comes the march down top lane. Doggo takes a big chunk of damage, but he'll be happy to heal it right back up. And here goes Driver yet again. Forces out the Ornn engage, but a nice sidestep coming out from Vladdy means he stays safe. Hostile takeover over the top, hits multiple targets, but nobody's dead just yet. Into the back goes Honkyu, and into the ground goes KC. A double kill over to Honkyu as Yike, Kana, and Vladdy try to keep themselves alive, but the Nexus turrets are the target. CFO has their eyes on the prize, and KC is scrambling to keep them from it. Driver teleporting back into the enemy base, ready to rejoin for the final mission of this fourth game. The minion wave has arrived. Kaiwing with a beautiful handshake to force the flash away from Kana, and Doggo is on a killing mission yet again. Hongq on a rampage. Second Nexus turret headed for the ground, and CFO is headed for game 5. We're going to Silver Scrapes.
Taking names, winning lanes. This game, not so much.
Well, there is
Not
one
so
champion
much.
that can do that, and it's Skarner. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on Junja to set things up.
But mid lane, you had your eyes on Junja. You wanted some big Skarner stuff from him, Flowers. Guess what? KC have their eyes on him too with that ward, and they saw him wiggling around.
Oh, but down here, CFO, Yike is ready and waiting for him over the wall. There goes the Zeri, but a nice bramble smash right on back. Doggo's in danger. It's first blood over to Kalist. Kaiwing cannot save his marksman. KC are on the board first.
So going to be the one to get to level 6 earlier, and Maokai level 6, very obviously, so much power for these objective fights. So really nice, kind of smooth pathway here for Yike in a game that we were looking for him to step up again. He's definitely set up to do so.
Ooh, Vladdy going in right on top of Hongq, who immediately pops the point-blank shockwave. Targamas rotating over to make sure that his mid laner does not drop there. Some aggressive play in the mid lane results in Vladdy having to be ready to go again. He already used it once to clear a wave that was crashing into this turret on the reset of his bot lane. And Kalist and Targamas, it looks like they're going to bring Yike down here, see if they can clear this out. Driver in some danger, pops one barrel immediately. Kalist with the apotheosis. And there it is again, it's KC 2-0.
Well executed dive from KC. Now, Kana finds a Scorpion in his jungle.
And he's not too
Get off my
happy
frog.
about that. Leave my frog alone. Damn Scorpion. You know, there's an old parable about this.
Nated them on, so this is going to be the one. The true meaning, it's going to be a dive on top side.
Yeah, they see the teleport coming in from the Jax, and Junja and Hongq are both ready immediately to go after Kana here. Pops the counter-strike nice and early. Now they want to try to go after him. Junja immediately slams him into the wall with the Ishal impact. They need more damage to get it done. The Impale is there. Junja drags him out of the turret range in time, while Doggo and Kaiwing are defending on the other side of the map. It's Yike again, trying to make something happen, but the lightning crash is already down. There goes the Yuumi ulti on top of it. They clear the wave. They stop the dive, they stop the counterplay. Meanwhile, Driver's up in the top lane playing Minecraft, just getting the gold out of that turret, and that's exactly where they want him to be. CFO closing the gold gap a little here with a nicely timed play. They are in the fight. CFO has got to respect the lead that they have. Driver versus Kana up here in the top side. Driver just immediately eating the orange after we get stunned by the counter-strike. Responds with the barrel for that fast, snappy trading pattern. And it looks like CFO will take control over the bottom side river. KC does not want anything to do with the fight, so no more dragon stacking for them in this one.
Yeah, they once again, they made the call. All right, we dropped the bottom minion wave. Nice.
Nice pull there onto Kalist, forcing him all the way back out.
Again, that's a 2-for-1, so you're going for the wave.
Yep.
And so he gets a big
Like
chunk.
the game they needed to play. Now there's not that same pressure, and CFO aren't going to feel compelled to have to answer as early.
100% agree. Now, will Driver get picked again? Because that has been something that has happened a lot in this series.
Driver just going all the way in on Kana here. Remember, he's already used his orange now. He's got some help coming in the form of Junja. Scorp gets him out. And Driver is going all. The gold overall dead even between the two teams. It's bot and support for KC. It's the other 3 roles for the side of CFO. And KC wants to put the pain here onto the tier 1 turret. Nice shockwave on a Kalist from Hongq, but nobody else is here in time. Junja trying to go in with the Ishtal impact. They can't close the gap in time. Goes forward, beautiful use of the Skarner ulti as Doggo doesn't have the damage to kill up Kalist, but surely the tree will get chopped.
He's out.
Junja trying to keep following as now Vladdy has the opportunity to put damage into the tier 1 turret over in the mid lane, but a TP is going to bring Hongq back instead. Now he's point blank range with the Corki, needs a little bit more damage, tries to get away, flashes out of the extra big one, and now Vladdy's behind enemy lines. Hongq's still alive. The tier 1 turret is going to die, but at the same time, Driver killed one on the top side first, so it's first turret over to CFO, second turret over to KC, a kill traded back and forth in the mid lane with both mid laners.
Coming, by the way.
Yike and Junja are both standing by the Herald. Targamas and Kalista are here. The Shockwave doesn't find anything, and Hongq could be in some trouble. Targamas down to 40% HP now, as well as Junja's here on the front line. The gangplank goes up the top. A lot of damage down to Hongq as Kalist and Kana trying to go in, but Kalista's already down. That's the most fed player. Junja dragging Vladdy into the range of everybody else as well, and Doggo is barking. He's hungry for KC blood.
CFO do it! They get the fight! They're gonna get the dragon! That was massive! Flowers, the peel is real! Doggo stays alive, he gets to jump forward and punish. Wait, they're gonna get the tower and the dragon at the same time. That fight gives you multiple objectives. This is huge. Junja on the Skarner, Flowers. Insane.
He is doing what needs to be done. Now, the Herald did go the way of KC. That is the big thing that we also got to praise. That Mikhail's from Kaiwing was perfect. He waited until the Maokai hit Hongq and then Captain Jacked him from the third-person perspective.
Yeah,
it was beautifully done. Junja showing up down here in the bot lane now. Kana's kind of a hard target to dive. Still moving forward towards him here. Ooh, swing and a miss on the Impale. Let's see if Doggo can get it done instead. Yeah, okay, I can't even finish the sentence. That's Zeri now with 2 fully completed items. Very, very intimidating stuff as KC gonna use their Herald up here on the top side, force down that tier 1 turret. It's KC now with 3 turrets to 2. Doggo's about to equalize that, but KC's sticking around. They're gonna at least get a second charge into this one as Driver is the one here to defend. Herald taken out as the Gangplank ulti is summoned up. The Cannon Barrage rains down. It's only gonna force KC back. There's no kill potential here. Man, what a game 5 we are getting, buddy.
Definitely.
Champions, it was a real stinker, man. That was not the performance he wanted. They tag him out for rest for game 3. They get that one to bounce back, and now Driver's back in here, commanding a 2,000 gold lead over Kana's Jax in game number 5. Vladdy and Kana doing a good job breaking those barrels, and now Driver's got to get away. Counter-strike is going to land. Driver immediately cleansing the stun on that one. Lands another barrel, tries to put a little bit more damage back onto the Jax, but now he's overplayed it a little bit as Hongq trying to stop the recall there of Vladdy. Hongq might have him, but it might go wrong the other way. Hongq about to die, but he stays alive thanks to the Yuumi. Now Junja and Doggo. It's another double for the Zeri, but the trade is the Otacon on the other side of the map.
It's a Flower Otacon too. The perma-stats here for KC. The bonus experience. Nile here. They're going to farm the flowers, but they
Powerful
lost.
on the Zeri right now. Nearly 3 fully completed items. KC moving up into this bottom side river. Junja on Skarner also has so much playmaking potential in these river corridors, being able to charge through so many walls at so many different angles.
Yeah, it's critical. The Skarner ultimate into short range like the Nila.
But look at Kana. He's behind. He's wrapping around. This might be a pincer attack. If CFO's not ready for this, and Kana jumps over the wall, immediately insta-stuns Doggo. Hongq's gonna be there first, though. Hongq's gonna die here at the very start. They pop the enemy mid laner. KC might just have themselves the fight they're looking for. They're sticking around trying to fight for the Drake instead. Lightning crashes. The Cloud Drake is slain. Doggo's moving forward. He goes in after Targamas, but now he's gonna be bursted down. He nearly dies. Massive kill coming in as Junja tries to do something in the back end, but KC have just found an absolutely huge turnaround. Beautifully done to catch Hongq. Kana standing and delivering when he absolutely had to. And CFO are ace.
It's a clean ace at that! No KC member drops! They immediately get to pushing down mid lane! Kana's gonna destroy this secondary tower! Huge!
For KC. Moving together through the Senna mist.
Oh, this next fight has so many rewards.
Junja tanking up the center route. He's the one who's unafraid to step forward. He's fine with this. Kana jumping back away. Nobody wants to get Skarner grabbed all early. And it looks like KC's got control over the pit. Okay, CFO's calling the bluff. They're saying, all right, you want to take it? We're going to rush the Baron. CFO, this is a ballsy play, Kobe. Yeah. This could seriously end the game one way or the other.
It's going to be a 4v5 at Baron. Kalista staying on that dragon.
Yeah, Kalista's still all the way down there. The Baron's not dropping especially fast, though. Kalista has the dragon down now. Honestly, CFO's Gambit doesn't pay off. KC feeling good about this one. Driver ends up getting rooted up. eats the orange, but still loses half HP. Baron is still angry. Driver with the flash over the wall. Kana might find himself another kill, but he might find himself in a bad spot too. CFO forced back with their top laner gravely injured as KC begin the Baron. Now Driver can go back. He can teleport to rejoin the fight and make sure that he can contribute. The Baron again, not dropping super fast, but CFO have to be ready. Doggo's got the Yumi attached to him, and he's gonna step forward now with Kai Wing ready to rock. Junja swoops in through the side, and Kana's ready for the flank yet again. Nobody on CFO is watching for him just yet. It's a massive grab! They've managed to find Kalist! He's already down, and now they're taking the rest of the fight. Vladdy's trying to get away. Doggo dies, but he takes Vladdy with him. Kana's in the middle of everybody. He might just be the hero they need. Driver is so low. Junja is so low. A double kill over to Kana. The hero of France is the Jax today. KC's top laner refuses to lose.
That's the ace, and that's gonna be the Baron for
Away from death's door. They are down 5,000 gold. They do not have a dragon soul they can claim. They do not have anything to do but dig in and defend as KC close in on the bottom lane tier 3 turret.
CFO trying to clear the waves, the Baron-empowered waves. Jax is at the tower. Junja.
Kana might be in a bad spot here. Junja, nice use of the impale there, catches the Jax, but he's just so damn tanky they can't kill him. Kana gets away. Not just yet though. The shockwave lands from Hongq to finalize the
Another
kill.
one.
The tier 3 turret down in the bottom lane at the same time. CFO stop the Baron there.
These games are about hero plays, Flowers. Who will be the hero to step up next? In the Baron fight, Kana is able to chase them down, gets
Found
the
the
kill.
same way he did in the previous version of this fight.
The pincer.
Kalist below. They're
see
going
him.
after Kalist. They see the carry. Over the wall goes Junja. He wants Kalist right now. They know if they kill this guy, it could be seriously huge. Kalist with the apotheosis trying to stay alive, but the patience on the impale is enough. Doggo takes him down. KC has lost their AD carry, but again, they have stopped the Dragon Soul. 3-3 on the Drakes.
They should push bot. They should push bot. You should at least need to make them pay for this with a tower. KC, even though they lose Kalist, like you say, they get another dragon. They stop another soul. CFO, though, they have to make them pay more. It's just one kill.
His Seekers still locked and loaded, armed and ready to go. He is 3,000 gold down compared to Vladdy. Junja trying to tag through the wall there, go after Yike, but he doesn't find him. Nice use of the ulti there from the Maokai to stop the Stardom in his tracks. Junja without a flash to be able to try to go for an impale there. Gangplank ulti used, Maokai ulti used. Everything else, no, we actually have plenty of things used.
Yeah, I don't know about that Gangplank
Can attack from a screen away. Doggo's looking for the chance to go in on Vladdy. He skates over the wall, but Vladdy with a bout can get away in time. Now in the meantime, it's Kana going after Hongq again. Just like last time in the bot side river, this might be what makes the difference here in the game. Junja on the front line, slams Yike back into the wall. Hongq's in danger, goes into stasis to stay alive, but Junja's gonna be killed up first. Kalista into the back line, Doggo's about to die. That's it, that's gonna be the game. KC just ace for one. That will do it. They started off so strong. Their opponents took them the distance, but it does not matter. This is their first international tournament. It will be their first international finals appearance. They will bring Europe to an international final for the first time in 5 years. KC, take the win.
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the first stand. 2025 quarterfinals.
All-Stars moving up. Rakan is coming up here as well from Chris, but he is very far behind the play, and Kanavi will be able to escort that crab up towards the top side. And Delight going to be flashing in. Cream going to be in some trouble here. Can he even find a way out? Looks like he's just going to hold the flash. First blood for Peanut. You get the crab, but we get the cream. And Delight, 369 going in. Zeus is just trying to take him down. Kanavi flashing forward. Zeus may have bit off more than he could chew. Kanavi takes him out. 369 doesn't even have to If he steps too far forward, they definitely could look for it. Chris does have the flash, and Zeus has got to be careful. They're going to go for it. Going forward, get the slow down. Knockup does connect. Zeus tries to backstab it, but Kanavi's here as well. And he's dead. He's just trying to take the wave with him before he goes. They'll donate the kill to 369, and he is off to a great start in this one.
And Zeus getting put forcefully behind here by continued attention from TES. Crisp says what?
First, is he going to commit to the play? Doesn't fully go for it. Peanut was spotted on the ward, so they know multiple members are around. Jackie Love has to flash out. Lets the bullet time rip. Chunks down Zeka, but in comes Crisp. Kanavi could look here. Zeus still has no flash. 369 could go hammer for him. Delight maybe just sacrificing his life here to make sure Zeus gets out. He's going to give over another one. It's another kill there as Jackie Love gets taken down mid. This one is scrappy. The action is just find the Azir here and ruin his tempo. Kanavi maybe threatening. Cream does have that Q3. Oh, they're going to nail it. The combo is there. The soul unbound. The fate is sealed. But Zeka slides out to safety. Just barely has enough in the tank to live through the damage.
Absorbs that. Because Prio is there, so Cream first to the play. And you have to respect this this duo threat that comes through from TES.
And we'll see if they can get a second, because if they can deny the 4. But Peanut's going to go in aggressively, and Kanavi is the target. Delight is here as well. The Ignite's down on him, and now Zeka has arrived. But Fate is sealed, and here's the bullet time over the top. But Delight tanky enough to survive. They're going back on Cream, and Cream gets pushed out. Very low on health, but now the teleport is here, and the equalizer will make the fight uneven. It's Zeus in the backline. It's HLE running over him, and Jackie Love has nowhere to go. He'll stand, he'll fight, he'll fall. It's Zeus going for more, flashing away from the hammer form smash, but it's a 5v1 and 369 is all alone. He's got nowhere to go. HLE just deciding who's gonna take it, and of course it's Peanut 3-0 and 3 on the Wukong. This man is
arrived a little bit later, still gets the value, and that is now a 3K gold lead. Yeah, Dragon will go over, but it's still, I think, TS. Look at that.
Yeah, this is going to get difficult, and Peanut is coming up here. We'll see if Cream can just walk it out. Is going to be pretty careful. And is just going to back it all the way up. I mean, the initial
colossal mistakes, you know, towards Otacon, towards Baron. And the spikes right now, Nasher's done, almost 2 items.
Cream in trouble, going to get swept back here. Peanut is there as well. He's going to be able to go for the Fate is sealed back to Crisp. He does survive, now going in. Peanut, nice interrupt on the engage there from Crisp as he gets knocked up by the Cyclone. Easily deflecting that engage with just the cost of his ulti, but Zeka pushing on top side. That tower's incredibly low. They're looking for Peanut, but the clone is gonna eat it. Jackie Love coming up, and now Delight is behind him. Peanut flashing over the wall. The bullet time not gonna be enough. Kanavi trying to finish him off. On the other side, Cream trying to heal back up. Jackie is dead already, and Zeka is behind 369. It's not your side of the map any longer. It's a double for Viper, and it just gets work for TES as they are set packing.
They get Peanut. The trickster dies, but at what cost? So much has to be given up. Jackie just gets taken down again. 369, unable to do the damage.
Cream, Delight connects, and he's going to be going for the kill. Zeus is just cooking him alive. Cream couldn't get out. Delight, another masterclass on this Alistar. 0, 1, and 9. He has been everywhere this game for HLE. As another freebie on top, they get first tower on the top side. They're going to be grabbing this dragon here as well. Crisp in the area. Cream just trying to play through sides again, but the gold lead, you have to be suspicious.
Yeah, and we see how Life is going to back off. They're getting the Herald on the other end of the map. Zeus started one up. By the way, Zeus, who got shot down mercilessly. So much attention was paid towards the top side. He's completely fine.
Yeah, he absolutely is. And Zeka and Delight, the combo is perfect. Can they actually chase after him? Zeka took about as good as he gave, so wasn't confident to actually slide in there against Cream, who still had the ulti available. But again, nicely played. Crisp going to get pushed down to that top side as Peanut just controlling vision, working quickly towards that second item. And we were talking about this while we were watching the previous series. Wukong gets to a quick 2 items. That is just so tough to deal with in a team fight. And now the equalizer going to get dropped here from Zeus. Will he actually commit the flash forward to try to go for Cream? Cream was trying to walk around, but it is a bait. Then comes the TP though. Zeka, can he arrive in time? Soul Unbound going forward. They're going to try to burst them down. They are going to get Zeus, and it's a shutdown. But we'll see. Zeka, is he going to be able to back off? Summons the turret. It looks like Cream doesn't want any more. Zeka will survive, but it's a big shutdown. Finally, timing there. The back doesn't actually fully finish until he's already in the thick of it. They do have enough burst to take him down. Cream doesn't go. Are aware of it, so they retreat back towards mid lane. 369 playing on the side, looking for Shock Blast as TES has eyes on the Dragon. Peanut knows where Crisp is, but is Crisp too far away? Peanut going to go forward, and the red team grabs it. TES do get it, and they are going to look to back off here. Not much of an answer for HLE. They couldn't find the angle to fight. It was great positioning from Crisp that I think really dissuaded them from committing.
skill very nice. Obviously, Yoni and side lane comes to mind. I think even the Jace, as you highlighted, definitely a big threat there. As Peanut just says, thank you for the leash on that Krat.
They're just kind of battling, but now he's in trouble as Zeus is going to come in, let the equalizer go down. Cream may have to flash, and he does. Goes back over the wall. True Shot Barrage will not connect. Will Delight look for it. He's threatening. He's flashing. Viper goes in, but he can't actually connect, and the bullet time's coming over the top. Delight, the one in trouble now. Cream tries to go in, but he has to snap back to safety as Peanut is threatening to take him down. 369 pushing on the other side of the map. Again, they find the bullet time, but it's not on the key targets. It's just on Delight. Still, I think you have to be pretty happy about getting Cream out and having 369 pushing on the other side.
Well, I'd say, you got a TP or we're taking this Otacon.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to try to force the issue right here, right now. They are on the Otacon. We don't know exactly how low it is. TES trying to get in, but it's going to be difficult to go through this corridor. And it looks like the Otacon is just gone. They're going to be able to claim it, and now taking all the flowers here. Cream TPs now. This is so late. And he is going to have to just Q3 back over, so that is kind of the worst of both worlds. He didn't even push up and get anything bot side. They TP, but they TP way too late, and now they're going to try to look to force here onto Zeus. They're committing everything and throwing the kitchen sink. They are going to be able to take him down. Jackie Love gets the kill. Delight potentially in trouble as well. We can see the TP does now arrive. 369 is here. Zeka's going forward, and it's Peanut going in, knocking down Cream, crushing him with the 2-item spike. The Just Gates are going to help them to get out a lot faster. Kanavi has Smite, has Flash. Will they go in for it? Delight going to be over the wall here. Does take some chunk though, but it's going to be Zeka into the back line. It's the equalizer across them all. This fight does not look close. It's HLE running over TES. It's HLE looking for more. Viper now on an angle, flashed in though is 369. It's going to be Cream trying to make something happen. Can he knock him down? He can't. It's going to be Viper dominating the game. Zay is chasing for more. It's a clean ace. It is HLE dominating game number 1 and potentially looking to end the game.
How do they do this 3 games in a row? That's the 3rd one. At first the Baron gets started up and you're wondering, Humble Life, are you sure about that? And then Zeka goes in for the sweep, and somehow in a game where it felt like TS at the very least was able to maintain some level of parity, a clean ace, and Hanwha keep that game 1 win percent. Variety in his builds as well. In this one, I expect it just to be the standard, you know, Bruiser Aatrox. We've seen some Cycloblade. We haven't seen the Electrocute variant in a while. Both of these two compositions, Wave.
Yeah, you can see Peanuts down on that bottom side, grabbing the scuttle. It's going to be spotted out, but they're going to be going in. It is going to be Crisp. That's the target. Will he try to flash out to safety? They're trying to block this dredge line, not allowing him to get through. He does flash. He does find it, but Peanut, nice sidestep from Crisp, but I just don't think it even matters. He can't get back to the tower. Peanut will claim first blood.
This can't keep happening. They have, but in the immediate trade, I think TS not going to be too sad.
Pretty aggressive move here from Delight. Going to commit the Ignite already, but the rest of the team is actually coming in first. Cream is here, stolen ulti from the Akali. But Zeka arrives, Peanut arrives, and they are looking like they're down to scrap. Viper has moved down from top lane. Red buff is around here. 4v4, 8 men for the red buff. Who's going to get it? Peanut looking, fishing, Delight gonna threaten. He goes in, but he gets knocked out of it. He's gonna be pushed back, but Zeka's in the back line on Jackie. Jackie has no flash, and he's down to Zeka already. On the other side, though, it's Cream taking down the other 80 carry. Kanavi flashing out from Peanut. Zeka looking, doesn't find him with the R2. He gets locked up by Chris. Is he gonna get knocked down by Cream? He is. Cream looking for more, trying to take down Peanut. Can he block the Vault Breaker? He can't do it. He gets out to safety, but still a great fight for TES on the top. Kanavi. Not sure if he was actually spotted by that ward. I don't know if they saw him right around the corner, but it is going to be Peanut starting up the Dragon. Oh, another 4v4. And Zeka moving down. Cream is looking to try to get involved here as well. 369 still up on that top side. Delight has an angle. Viper sectioned off from the squad, though. This could be a little bit difficult here from HLE. And Chris is going to go in at the same time. They find the arrow onto Jackie Love. He's locked down. He's going to get burst down. The first kill goes the way of HLE. Zeka crushing the fight. It's HLE working their magic time and time and time again. TES cannot get away with the fight. Cream will survive for now, but we'll see if he can even get out. Peanut is hunting, and Cream is on the wrong side of the map. He's going to try to make a run for it, but Peanut has the ball breaker, gets the shutdown. 5, 0, and 2 for the night.
Doesn't actually remain
back
there.
To live. 369 looking for a solo kill. Zest is already flashed out. And is he going to be able to finish him off? Doesn't look like he's going to commit. Delight moving up here. Crisp is around as well. And will be pushing back. Trade of flashes between them, but to me, so much of it was about the angle. Gonna pick the roses And Peanut now out on the map here, incredibly strong. They are going to find him. Will they be able to burst him down? Delight in a lot of trouble, incredibly low. The Ignite is committed. Kanavi should be able to get him. The Depth Charge does follow. Wind becomes lightning, and Delight becomes dust. Zeka, though, is coming in. Nice hook there from Chris. But can they win this 2v2? They got it by time for Cream. The Ash Arrow is going to connect, but it's Kanavi that's the target. He's trying to get out of there. Cream trying to get in here with the Proto Belt. We can see Jackie on the side, though. He's going to have to get out. Flashes the safety as Viper arrives. Peanut shut down by Kanavi. Cream is chasing Zeka, and it's Viper versus the world, but in comes Cream. It's never a fair fight for the AD carries. This time
you see the hesitation there as well. As Peanut is like, do I go over? Ends up going, but it's a lot later, which means that there is an opportunity here for
Fight
Cream
to death for it.
Okay, you're not getting that quarter for free. As the Dragon now getting started up. Feats are here as a committal of alive.
Arrow going to be able to tag Chris. Zeka has an angle here, but Chris not the target that he wanted. The TV's going to come in as well, but this is Cream. They're going to try to turn on him. He flashes out to safety immediately. Zeus is the target. Kanavi trying to get in the back line, and it's Peanut that's flying in. It's a Varus that's in trouble, and it's a Varus that's down already. Cream trying to make an impact, but he can't do anything. Zeus living for so damn long. 369 though, chopping him up, but he doesn't have the damage. Viper will survive. Viper will knock down 369. Not before he gets another. It's a 5 for 3. It's a triple for 369, but it's HLE dancing on him.
The Dragon goes to TES. Which is going to be almost available, and TES looking proactively.
Yeah, they're moving. They have 5-men bot. Zeka has the TP available. Will they commit it? This is a risky dive to go for. Peanut is there, as is Zeus. And now the TP comes in. Are they going to spot it? But they are very far in there. Kanavi between two towers. Here comes the Akali. 369 trying to zone him out. The stun goes down onto Zeus. They're trying to burst him down, and they kill Zeus immediately. And now the hook lands onto Zeka, but in goes Peanut. Varus is in trouble again, and they get the kill onto Jackie. He is killed off by Zeka, and Zeka's going crazy. Viper is firing. You can't go for a dive like that against HLE. They will punish you every single time.
And TES, they knew. We'll see if Zeus gets taken down here again. Has been kind of a punching bag. As will get spotted.
Go for him. Kanavi charging in. Zeus trying to get out to safety. Doesn't have the flash. It's going to be a couple seconds. He's trying to wait for it. Cream on the other side, though, is caught by Peanut. Peanut is unstoppable. You can say that again. And Zeus slides out to safety. Kanavi going to keep chasing. Can he connect with the wind becomes lightning? He can't do it. And it's Otacon on top. You kill Cream. You escape on the bot side. And it feels like this game is out of control. HLE are running the map again.
Yeah, I've seen that play before where everyone collapses onto one player and he just makes it out. Objective on the other end of the map gets taken, and the mid lane turret, it's something for TES, but the gold lead, as we pointed out, feeling a lot worse. The immediate impact of this Otacon is obviously not going to be quite as apparent. The flowers are strong, but it's particularly if you can get the buff as
they're
another collapse.
For this. There's no flash on Zeus, no ulti as well. Flash forward from Chris. They're going to lock him down. But can he just get over the wall to safety? We'll see. Kanavi looking. He's trying to go for the sidestep, trying to get safety. Kanavi just going to wrap around on him. Delight peeling. He sidesteps. He dodges. Zeus will not be stopped, but he gets hit by the hail of arrows, and the piercing arrow finally takes him down. TES throw everything, and they are rewarded with the kill. Now have Zeka and Peanut overstayed their welcome. They are spotted out here. Can TES get more? They absolutely need to. The arrow not going to connect. Zeka, though, could he get in the back line here? Jackie looking. They're trying to go in for Peanut. They are hitting him with the piercing out. Zeka in the middle of everyone. Zeka trying to get some work done. Buying time, and Delight and Viper have arrived. Peanut gets another. Zeka takes one, too. It's Jackie on the side, going to get knocked down. Punched into outer space by Peanut as he is running this game. 11, 1, and 10.
And it's a small... Zil, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, buddy.
As we do have a possible collapse. 369 used the Dominus
There's
earlier.
No tier 2, going to be forcing that flash. Viper says, you force mine, I'll force yours right back. Jackie's in the area. Delight going to be looking, maybe gone too far forward. Viper is around as well. Can they punish him? Delight going to be the first here to fall. Peanut and Zeka look like they want this fight. Zeus coming on the flank, and Jackie's in trouble once again. Jackie getting pressure back. He has to flash out. Kanavi on the other side fighting Viper, but it's Viper who stands, who fires, who kills him again. And it's Zeus and Zeka taking down Jackie. That's a triple for Zeka. Can he get the quadra? TES trying to hope for 369 to pull off a miracle, but they just can't do it. It's the ace, it's the base, it's the 2-0 lead, looking like it's coming for HLE.
And we go from a clean ace 3 games in a row to a 5-4-1. And that's not gonna be enough as the Nexus might not. And Zeka just run over the entirety. It stays on the flank there as well, just drawing as much attention, getting the CC down as the Aatrox.
And I will say, I got to give some credit to 369. He has been making it work in these fights, but it just hasn't been enough. And now Zeka and Peanut going in again, and Kanavi incredibly low. The corruption, Jay's going to get sidestepped and into the backline again. Jackie is dead for another time this game. Crisp is sure to follow. Cream trying to get out of there. We'll see if he can do it. Chains back in, but just to die. 369 out alone, and he knows this game is over. He's going to stand and dance as he watches his hopes crumble away in this series.
Hasn't fallen yet. They went for Baron instead. They'll be picking up the Dragon next, but with those two inhibs,
the Nexus may not have fallen, but when you're standing and dancing as they kill you, the spirits may have.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
No, that is not a good sign at all. As 369 knew he was toast and just going to kind of accept his fate from that spot. He has been kind of the hope for them this game, but Zeus now even ahead.
Going to go for the
as
Dragon.
It's a 5,000 gold lead for Peanut, and they are just ready for this one to be over. Cream getting pushed back. Peanut just going for a 3-level lead in the jungle. He's level 16. And Jackie knows he's going to be the target again. Has no flash this time. 7 deaths for him already, as they have just been laser focused on this Varus. HLE threatening, Hex Flash getting channeled here from Delight. Will he go forward? He's gonna go in there, diving the base again. Of course, Cream is gone, and the fight is over before it even begins. Zeka chasing after, knocks down Chris. Kanavi trying to stand, trying to fight. They're gonna dive the fountain and take him down. Jackie, there is no safe haven. Retreating into the well, they want him, and they're gonna get him. Insult to injury, HLE will not be denied. Zeka doesn't even fall to the fountain. Man, I will say, Magic Resist and Mark Tread's value is insane for TES. This is very heavily AP over on the other side. Of course, Viper is going to bring some physical damage. Jack's a little bit as well as the Pantheon. So his job is not really to be the hero in this game. It's just kind of withstand the pressure that is being put on. Nice sidestep there from Viper. Dodges the Foss Bomb, but the big one will connect. And now Peanut trying to get up here and potentially be involved. Can Delight find the angle for the hook? He's gonna find it, and in comes the Nature's Grasp. They're flashing forward. Peanut finds him, and he's getting locked down. Viper wants the kill, and he's gonna get it. The 4th shot for first blood. The ulti gonna get popped up as well. Kanavi is here now, trying to get a kill back onto Delight. Is gonna be able to knock one down. Can they get the Bard out? They cannot do it. It is just the 1 kill back here from TES. But it's a great engage from Delight, and I feel like we have said that time and time again this series. Zeka does pop the Hemoplague there, just using it defensively, knowing that Cream could have gone forward with the ult. He was getting low, but now with the empowered Q, he's stepping up, and Cream is running out of mana. Cream doesn't have that TP just yet, so Zeka survives. Gets players do get a little bit antsy.
Kanavi did pick up the kill.
Delight finds the hook, and there's the counter strike, but he's not in tower range critically. Chris will be okay, does get the stun on the wall. Peanut in the area, and the Jhin is coming down now. They're going to try to look for the dive here on Zeus. Zeus counter strikes out, and he flashes away from the public execution. There's a flash to follow, though. Kanavi needs to actually block the shots, but he can't do it. Peanut gets a kill back as he locked down 1. Jhin still has the bullet remaining, and Kanavi tanks it right to the face. Jackie Love, though, doing what he can. Knocks down 1 kill. Chris surviving with almost no health. The light is incredibly low, but Viper's in the area, and I don't know if they have the health to go for the dive. They're going to try to go back in. There's the stun. There's the cleanse to answer. Viper trying to get away. The Valkyrie forward, and Jackie Love shuts him down. Takes the double buffs as well. Critical couple kills there being grabbed by TES. It's a very even fight.
But giving your sums as well as your life, and Jackie...
Peanut, no flash.
Oh,
they can't quite get in range. Are they going to be able to find Crisp? Does not connect with the Cosmic Binding, and now they're slowed up, and here comes the Nature's Grasp. Kanavi going to block it, but there's the root onto multiple members. The Bard ulti going to buy some time here for Kanavi. Can they actually try to turn this around? Viper knocking him down. He's going to be dead already, and in comes Scream, but Zeka on the side is going to push them back. The Magical Journey going to have to be taken to safety, but it's the 1 kill, and it's the Grubs going the way of HLE.
And where's the counterplay? That's the combo. We talked about the Jhin Maokai. What about Blitz Maokai? This giant root comes towards you. Even Kanavi, who is one of the members that I think is actually the best time when it comes to surviving that, given that he has his E, just has to sit there and suffer as he gets taken out. Gold now equalized again. TS still
that kind of knockout punch. He's chipping him down, he's poking him out, but 369 has not been able to get a kill, never really been able to extend that lead. But it is going to be that bait, as you're talking about. HLE are here setting up. Viper is moving down, but they have the knowledge, and Delight is going to get a hook. Nice sidestep there from 369. That was critical. Jackie in the area. Has to be respectful, though, because you could get caught out here. Instead, they're going to use the Pantheon ult, get in on that back line. If 3 aren't doing it, let's bring 4. It's the Pantheon ult for the Gromp. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Now they can look for the hook. Delight trying to fish. Kanavi trying to find a way back. Will be able to walk it out. 4 members versus 4, fighting over this bot lane tower. They're going to turn off the tower. Oh, the hook is going to get immune as well by that Bard ulti. Kanavi going back in. Jackie Love free firing. Peanut barely survives. Zayas trying to go forward here. 369 in a lot of trouble, and he's going to get knocked down by Viper. HLE ride the razor. That haymaker.
TS, they're going to have to change that as Viper. 369, he's looking.
369 is looking. Public Execution is going to connect on Viper, and they turned off the tower. He's chasing in. Viper cleanses, but can Viper survive? The silence isn't going to be enough. 369 can't get him. Peanut peels, and Jackie's under the tower. You don't want to be there. He's going to get knocked out. The magical journey coming through. Zeka trying to get around. It is 2 for 2. Jackie get caught in a bad spot. Kanavi trying to look for this fight here. Does try to time it out with the empowered Q, but at the same time, it's Zayas in the bot lane unanswered. But TES looking for a trade up on top side. They still have the Herald in pocket. They're going to hold on, knock down the tier 1 without using it, and likely try to use that, maybe in the next couple of minutes here, potentially around mid.
Set up towards the top side of the map. If you can land a Bard, if Kanavi can just join a fight before they're ready.
Zeka spotted here. Kanavi going to just drive this one in. It is everyone coming mid to answer for this. You can see Zayas moving down. Tower chunk low, but not killed off just yet. Zeka looking for the chunk here. Jackie down to about half HP. Bartles into the back line. In comes Aurora, but Zayas is here as well. And TES feels like they've got to run. Public Execution is going to connect on no one as 369 was hooking to the tower, and Zayas is pushing forward. It's Viper that gets the first kill. Kanavi going back in. Zayas in trouble, flashing out to safety though. And in comes the Jin ulti. Cream getting slowed down. Crisp in trouble. The rest of the team just has to run as HLE again get away with murder. Zayas cannot be felled.
And it's TES that sets up the play. Again, trying to find something there. Ignore the play into a Maokai and a Blitz. You've got to be very respectful. A lot of poke comes through. Good amount of burst. Jin is taken out of the fight.
Oh, look in the picture-in-picture. Zayas potentially going to get caught out here. Cream is chasing with Kanavi. Will they commit to it? There's the flash forward from Kanavi. Throws down the stun. The counter-strike going to be used. Zayas connects in onto Cream. Chris coming in as well. Peanut there trying to bail him out. Will Zayas be able to make it to safety? He uses the magical journey, but it's right back into Chris. The counter-strike's back up. Finally does get taken out. Cream gets an important kill. As 369 is unanswered on bot side, he's going to be pushing up. Look at the minimap. There's like 6 flowers down around that bot lane tower. That is just the T.
Good luck, buddy.
Get this as well. So 369 going to be pretty happy about this run of play. Grabs a couple flowers. They're going to start the Otacon as well. They really want to put the pressure on. They saw Zeka on the top side. He had no teleport.
Yep.
They're trying to punish the lack of a global. Can they rush it down? We do see there's no teleport on Zayas as well. So it's a 3v5 for now. Can HLE buy the time? Peanut is trying to fish. They're taking some damage here from Otacon, though. They're getting hit by the spins. As Jackie Love getting low. Bartolti thrown to the backline, but it doesn't actually connect. They do get the rune as Otacon, but can they get the reward after Zeka is here? Zayas is here, and that spells trouble. Viper opens up, and it's TES on the run. It's HLE taking the rewards. He follows through, but Zayas is in trouble. Viper trying to survive here, trying to get it back in. Kanavi gonna get knocked down. Cream on the run now with Jackie Love. Christmas here too, trying to get out, but they get nothing but the initial kill. The rewards are all gonna be taken from HLE. Yes, they got the kill, but they didn't get anything after it. Yeah, you got the smite secure, but now you're down 2 of your most important team fighting ultimates. Zeka and Zayas arrive, and then what are your answers? And the answer really just felt like it was only to run, and now they're on the dragon here, looking to move in towards Soul Point, try to grab that third dragon. TES have eyes on it, but can they even find a way in? Delight is on the side. They're going to throw the Pantheon all down, but he's going to get hooked onto Kanavi. Great shield there, but Zeka's in the backline, putting pressure here onto Jackie Love. Zeka's incredibly low. Can Zayas get in there? The counter-strike's going to be hot from Zayas, and Zayas is trying to get down Jackie Love, but Jackie Love falcons to safety. Zeka is low. Cream's trying to knock him down, but he can't finish him off. In goes Jackie Love. He's going to get hit by the Deadly Flourish, and now comes the Jin ulti. Cream tanking the shots up. Delight looking for the hook, can't quite find it. The force shot going to do some serious damage to Cream, but it's not enough to kill him. And at the end of the day, it's HLE walking away with the dragon. They get an extra kill over on TES's side, but still, that is Soul Point now for HLE.
Soul Point found. Oh, the mid lane turret, that would be a big win for TES, but just Jackie's auto, not going to be enough. And
Draft 2, where it is very execution heavy, it's very skirmish heavy. Yep. They have a lot of ways to start fights, a lot of ways to win fights. This is kind of that bread and butter. Zayas, though, level 16 now, a full level lead over 369 at this point. Does have his 2 items completed and working in towards the Zonias for that team fight presence. Zhonya is so powerful as a teamfight item for the Jax because you can get in the back line, pop your cooldowns, go into the stasis, and then that buys you time for that second round of spells to come back up. TES, though, this is really important here. HLE, remember, they are on soul point. They grab this. That is going to be their soul, and Peanut's moving forward. They're going to try to target Peanut. Peanut could be in some trouble here. He's going to get stunned up, but in goes Zeka to the back line, and it's a 4-man Hemo Plague. Zeka chasing after Jackie Love. Jackie Love surviving for now, but he's incredibly low. On the other side, it's 369 looking for Viper, but it's Peanut trying to take down Jackie Love. Jackie Love surviving for now, but Zayas with the flash, the counter-strike, the kill on the back line. He's looking for Kanavi, and he's going to get him. 369 limps away. HLE get the soul. HLE get the fight.
And Zeka looks like he was just biding his time. TES seemingly caught off guard by
you are 1K in the lead for HLE, but more importantly, Baron buff and Soul is 5,000-6,000 gold worth of stats that isn't showing on the scoreboard, and it's going to make it so hard to win out in these extended fights. Oh, they're looking. Public Execution connects onto Zeka, but the pool is in time. Kanavi couldn't find the stun. Great sidestep as well on the Tempered Fate. And here comes Zayas. He's into the back line again. Looking for the counter-strike. Jackie trying to kite out. It's going to be Kanavi knocked down by Viper. The 4-shot still available here. Cream trying to make it happen here, but he's on the run. Zeka has the cooldowns back up, and Viper chasing. Great sidestep, though, on the Deadly Flourish. Is going to mean Cream gets out, but at the end of the day, it's still Kanavi going down. It's still the towers falling, and it's still HLE getting closer and closer to the series sweep.
The damage is still done, even though...
Find those split-second windows to really make it happen. Pushing up here on that bottom side. Cream going for the chunk. Deadly Flourish going to be hopped away from by Cream. Does stay safe for now. It's up to the playmakers on TES to find a moment here. Can Chris find that key ultimate? Nature's Grasp gonna get popped here by Peanut. Just buying some time. Kanavi gonna be hooked in. There's the Tempered Fate, buying a little bit more time, but Zeka's gonna go into the back line, pops the Hemo Plague, is tanking the tower. Pool's gonna be popped. 369 arrives. Can they get something back here? It's Zayas. Of course it's him, the Thunder God himself, raining terror onto the back line, jumping forward again. He's gonna pop the stages. Can he get taken out here by Jackie Love? Needs the timing to be right, and it is, but it just doesn't matter. HLE will not be stopped. It's a quadra for Viper on Jin. They're marching on the Nexus. They're looking to put the finishing touches on what was an incredible series. It's LCK #1 versus LPL #1. But at the end of the day, it is not even close. HLE will not be stopped, will not be slowed, will march towards the finals and an inevitable fight with K-Corp tomorrow.